Hi, this is Gary Kayye. We are here at the Epson booth. We're going to walk through the Vortex, and we're going to show you what it's like to be at the Epson booth at ISE 2019. I'm here with Gavin Downey. Gavin, good morning. Congratulations on this.
Good morning, Gary. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's one of the more exciting exhibits we've ever done. So we have 16 15,000 lumen projectors for a total of 240,000 lumens. So you have 8 stacked on either side, 1755, so ProWell 1755Us, stacked in-lang frames, shot and then connected to Connects, and basically it's interactive, so it senses your presence and adjusts the content to your presence.
Yeah, as we walk through here, the content is changing, so it's interactive. So it's showing, basically this is a wow factor thing, right? You're showing, you're kind of wowing people as they enter the booth, but you're also showing them what can be done with projectors.
Exactly, it's a completely immersive experience. You'll notice a very rich colors, right? 3 LCD color, but we talked about it earlier about the confluence of different technologies. So interactive, 3-chip laser-driven projection, stacking. So it's just it's a showpiece to show what's possible.
Yeah, and so we're here at ISE 2019. We're going to show you, we're going to take you on a booth tour right now. And in fact, if you come around here to the corner, this will kind of give you an idea of what's happening here. This is half of the projection. You'll see that there's 4 projectors flying up there, and there's 4 projectors down here on both sides for a total of about 250,000 lumens generating that tunnel that you saw there, known as the Epson Vortex, hashtag Epson Vortex. Let's start with this here. What do we have here?
So we've got WUXGA 20,000 lumens, so the ProL 20,000, very small chassis, so it's a new platform for us. 20,000 lumens, removable interface boards, perfect for live events, and also future-proofing in terms of like where fiber connectivity may go in the future. We'll always create new interface boards for it. Mechanical shutter, sealed optics, so basically all the latest and greatest technologies in a very compact, bright, efficient form factor.
Yeah, 20,000 ANSI lumens. We're going to head over here because here you've got a great demo of your short throw projection technology, and that's key because in the world of laser you have the ability to mount projectors in any configuration that you want, 360 degrees, but there are applications where you do have to do short throw, and this is showing one of those applications.
Yeah, it's one of the more interesting lenses. So this is our XO2 lens. So this works with our 12,000 lumen projectors, our 15,000 lumen projectors like in the Vortex, even our 20,000 lumen projector that we just showed. So 0.35, so very, very short throw, a lot of shift, and actually negative offset. So you'll see that the image starts at the ceiling. So most ultra short throw, there's some offset. Here we've got a white XO2 poking through the ceiling, and you'll notice it looks floor to ceiling. There's no offset.
Right, that's pretty amazing, and you can use the same lenses on the whole line basically, so that once you make the investment in lenses, you can just switch out the projectors as you go. Let's take a look at this. Okay, you're going to want to see this. This, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is the brightest projector Epson's ever made, right?
It is. It's our new ProL 30,000U. So it's in the same chassis as our ProL 25,000U, so still compatible with all the 25,000U series lenses. WUXGA, it'll have a mechanical shutter, fully sealed optics, liquid cooled. A lot of customers, when they see or hear the 25,000, they're surprised at how quiet it is. So really good for live events, large auditoriums, and higher education. This is the brand new 30,000U.
So if you're a rental staging company, you've already invested in the lenses for your previous generation product, the same lenses will work on the new product.
Not only lenses, but flight cases, cages. So Lang builds a wonderful cage for this, and flight cases. So you can capitalize on that investment that you've already made.
All right, let's head over here because one of the things that Epson is known for is inventing the category of interactive projection. Talk about what we have here. This is a 100-inch version of your BrightLink Pro series. Is that basically it?
That's right. So this is the 1470 UI. So 4,400 laser lumens on a 100-inch screen. It really shows it in an office environment. So it's amazing for collaborative meeting spaces where you can capture all of the assets that are created and then email them to all the attendees of the meeting. You can also link them together and create 200-inch wide spaces where sharing all different types of media. You could be showing a video clip, an Excel spreadsheet.
So two side by side, for example,
right.
So you do an even wider form factor. And this is not just for corporate applications, but also higher education as well, right?
We see it used in higher education. We see it used in training, engineering, any type of like huddle or collaborative space. You can actually, it supports remote collaboration as well, where people can contribute to the content from a remote location. Very powerful platform.
Yeah, and of course you can add, if you have a PC in the room, you can add any video conferencing system or soft codec system. Let's head over here, because one of the things that that you guys have innovated over the years is something called Moverio, which is this AR glasses technology. So if we can head over, this is your Moverio demo section here. And of course, this is going to be impossible to show on video, but let's talk about that for just a second. Let's grab one of the headsets here. And they sort of look like the old Google Glass, but it's a little more complicated and more sophisticated than that, because you have the capability of doing a whole lot more. Plus, you're using OLED technology, right?
That's right. So it's OLED technology in the BT350, and we're announcing the BT35E here as well, which will take an input from any source, so it'll take HDMI. So it's an incredible way to view content, and we're showing it with the document camera over here. Here we're showing augmented content, and you can put the glasses on and actually see content created for this specific scene.
How do I look? Well, this is a cool application, AR application, and here's a great example of that. So let's say you're going to a concert. You're here in Amsterdam. They speak Dutch. You speak English, and you want to go to a concert. Using the Moverio system, you can actually do simultaneous translation while at an event. You've actually got that demoed over here. So let's walk through here, and let's grab this. And you've got sort of a simulated theater environment here, where you can use the Moverio glasses technology, watch an opera or a play or a musical, and have it translated for you in front of your very own eyes, so that while everyone else is in the environment is listening to the original or watching the original source.
That's right. This is an actual partnership that we have with the National Theatre in London, where for the hearing impaired, they can use Moverio and see all of the subtitles, either a different language or just the language itself. So subtitles go through the Moverio, and it was a great partnership between our European office and the National Theatre.
Yeah, so that brings us to one of my favorite products in the last half dozen years is Light Scene. So this is the Light Scene section over here. So I'm going to let our videographer walk into that section and kind of shoot and kind of move around from the left to the right. What are we looking there on the left here? What are we looking at?
So what we're seeing is, as we launched Light Scene, we've done a tremendous amount of outreach into the creative communities, and we're seeing incredibly innovative ways that people are using Light Scene. So on the left, we're seeing mapped content onto a vase. So it's providing not only just information about the product itself, but also sort of immersive, experiential information about it as well, giving a sense of where the product came from. It's great for retail or museum applications. If you move over to the right, it's a more traditional digital signage, like it could be like a menu board or a digital signage. And then if you move over to the right, it's kind of an interesting combination of the two, where you see information mapped onto various products. In this instance, it's candles, and we partnered with the manufacturer of the candles and created content about that so they can provide those concepts to their retail partners.
Yeah, so this would be a good retail application where you're actually providing augmented reality in real life, right? This is like real life augmented reality.
I mean, you hit on something really interesting. When people are shopping online, they have access to all this other information, right? So what we're really doing is sort of bridging that gap in the real world, providing all that incremental information.
All right, so one last thing I want to show you too is over here, this retail window application where you're showing short throw projection on glass, and that's basically a special kind of film on the glass. We're looking at the back side of it, so if the videographer will move around to the front, you'll see what it actually looks like, and you'll be able to see us through the glass. How are you doing that?
So basically what we're using is we're using 15,000 lumens with an ultra short throw lens rear projecting onto glass, and that glass is coated with the special coating made by Avery Dennison. And that coating can go from clear, you'll see it cycle into like a clear state, or a state where it supports projection. So real-time promotion in retail environments, experiential information where you're telling a story about a brand. The possibilities are really infinite. You'll see.
Yeah, here it's gone clear. Now it's gone clear, so you can actually see through it. Hopefully you can see us. Yeah, there we are. We're still here. We're still here. And what's cool about this is for like digital signage. sort of and kind of immersive advertising applications. It kind of makes for an exciting environment. I want our videographer to come back in and take a look at this one last application. We'll end with this last application of light scene in a bar. You have 2 projectors in the ceiling there, and it's projecting down to the bar. And this bar is not just projecting content, but this is also could be interactive content, so you could actually interact with it.
Exactly. So we took it to the next level. Last year we had pressure-sensitive pads that when you put a drink down, it sensed the pressure. And this year it's interactive. So we have an Xbox sensor there, and it can sense. See? So all new applications for light scene.
And
really
that's the Kinect system right there,
That's
basically.
Right.
Yeah. And so all you're doing is using a Kinect system, which is a camera with motion detection, with light scene projectors. Of course, we're going to go around and shoot videos on all of this, but hopefully this gives you an idea of the scope of this booth here at Epson here at ISE. You guys always impress. The tunnel's incredible. Of course, 40,000 was it 30,000 or 40,000 for the super bright projector?
30,000 lumens.
30,000. Sorry. 30,000 lumens, I said.
Yep.
Yeah. And we've got some new technology here. So why don't you come by and check it out if you're here in Amsterdam. If not, all you have to do is type in Epson in the video search window at ravepubs.com/ISE 2019. Gavin, thank you very much.
Thanks so much,
appreciate
Gary.
you taking the time. Thanks
Great
for
to
the
see
tour.
you. All right.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out all the individual product videos.